This is a place that we remember a miracle, one of the few miracles that were done by Jesus in Jerusalem. And that miracle is depicted in John chapter 5. The Gospel of John chapter 5. It's one of the few miracles that Jesus ever made in Jerusalem. Or he made miracles, many miracles, but few miracles were recorded. In fact, only 3 were written. Can you guess what 3 miracles?
The wine.
I'll give you a good gift if you know that answer later. A good bottle of wine.
But wine.
But what era?
If you know all 3.
Wait, what time frame? What time frame?
Cripple,
Leopard.
and demon.
No, there is no demons here. No demons. You gotta try it with a cripple. And what was the first one?
The blind man.
The wine.
Yes.
The
It was a
leopard?
blind man and a paralyzed man and a third miracle.
Yeah.
That if you knew it,
The leopard?
no.
No.
You're not gonna know it. That's why I'm sure. But there's a big bottle, a nice bottle of wine if you know the right answer. So we'll get back to that.
Okay.
Over here is one of those, and it includes the paralyzed man, the cripple who couldn't walk. He was, for 38 years of his life, he was paralyzed.
Yeah.
And he used to come to this place to be healed. Now, let me tell you how this place used to function. Down here behind me, these are the pools of Bethesda. Bethesda, as described in John's Gospel, there used to be 2 pools covered with 5 porticos. And in order to have 5 porticos, you have to have 2 pools actually, not 1, 2. The one pool is not fully excavated. See how deep it is? Now, if you dig this and go inside, these group of trees, this garden over here is standing over one of the pools. So one southern pool that extended from the wall down there, and one northern pool that extended from the wall that goes down in the middle to the north. So 2 squares, 2 big water reservoirs. Why is that? Because these water pools, they used to collect the rainwater, because we are on the highest point of Jerusalem. So the rainwater that came down from the mountain used to be collected in those pools. And listen to this, from the pools, these were the water reservoirs. From the pools, aqueducts carried the water to these baths area, medicinal baths. So there was a belief that when the water stirred, when the water moved and come from this side to that side, there was a belief that the angels must have been steering the water, and if somebody managed to go inside the water at the right moment, he can be healed. And that man, that paralyzed man, was here by the shallow medicinal bath. So he would have been expected just down here. These are the aqueducts. You see the holes over there, the caves? These are the channels that carried the water from the reservoirs to the medicinal bath. The man was sitting over here. There is no doubt about the authenticity of this place. There are no bigger pools than these on the northern side. People still call them Bethesda, and we are at the right location. Somewhere here, Jesus came, found that man, but he didn't help him inside the pools. He told him, pick up your mat and walk. You don't need the water. I am the true water. And that man simply took his mat and walked. Now, Father,
Ok, chúng ta đang đứng ở chỗ vị trí này, chúng ta có nhớ cái đoạn Kinh Thánh không? Là một cái người mà bị tàn tật đó là 38 năm không có đi được, thì khi Chúa đi ngang qua, Chúa chạnh lòng thương, ai cũng lo lay phúng hồ này nọ, không phải để ý cho cái người này, thì Chúa mới thấy là Chúa chữa người này, thì Chúa chữa ngay ngày sa bát. Thì cái người Do Thái lúc đó họ nói, lúc đó họ cự tại sao mà ông không chữa những ngày thường. Cái lúc đó Chúa vẫn chữa, mà Chúa nói ông cứ đi ông sẽ hết bệnh. Thì Chúa chữa ngay cái khúc này là cái người đó. Thì cái người Do Thái lúc đó Chúa mới nói là ai mà con chim con cùi á, của quý vị mà té xuống giếng, quý vị có cứu không? Thì cái người này đó là 38 năm bị bệnh như vậy. Đó là nơi đây là Chúa làm phép lạ đầu tiên ở trong thành Jerusalem mà Chúa đã làm việc tại chỗ này.
Now, guys, in the Byzantine period, they remember Jesus' miracle by building a church that used to stand over the pool. You see the arches that goes down? The arches, the retaining arches, these arches supported a big cathedral that started back there and ended here. So if you would have come here in the Byzantine period 1500 years ago, you will see a big cathedral floating. It appears as it is floating over the water. Wow. Very impressive. They built it over the water reservoir. But here's the thing. The Byzantine church commemorated the miracle of Jesus healing by the pool, but it also commemorated another tradition. There's a church tradition, an early tradition, that in this vicinity, in this area, this is where Mother Mary was born, the birthplace of the Virgin Mary. It's based on one of the apocryphal Gospels. It's called the Gospel of James. Now, I want to ask you, do you know what Mary's mom's name? What's her father's name? Where do you know these names from? Bible. Not from the Bible. Now these are from what we call the Book of James, the apocryphal Gospel. So it's a book that the stories in that book were accepted. Some of the stories were accepted by the church, and over there is a story where Mary was born, and they describe that it happened somewhere here. So the Byzantines remember the birthplace of Mary along with Jesus' miracle. But then the church was destroyed by the Persians. The Crusaders who rebuilt most of the churches, they chose to do things differently. They built, instead of one church by the Pope, they built two. One over there for Jesus healing. This is what's left of it. You see the one with the window over there? This was destroyed later by the Muslims. And that one over there, behind you. This is also a Crusader church, but you can see that one is still standing, and one down there is destroyed. What's the reason for that? The Muslims, for them, Mary considered to be the purest of all women. She's mentioned in the Quran. When they saw this is a place that remembers where Mary was born, they kept it. Turned it into a Muslim school. But they didn't care about that church, so it was destroyed. And because of that fact, because it was spared by the Muslims, it still stands until this day for more than 850 years. This is a very old Crusader church. The acoustics inside are beautiful. It was given by the Turkish Ottomans to the French, to the state of France, because France and the Ottomans stood together in the Crimean War. And because of that, it was given to France, and that's why you see the French flag over there. This is actually a French property. It's like a French consulate over here, French embassy. You go inside, we are in France. It belongs directly to the state of France, to the country, and it belongs to a certain order called the White Fathers Order, a Catholic order called the White Fathers. And it is named after Mary's mother, Saint Anne's Church. So when you go inside, you're going to see to the left side a beautiful statue of Mother Mary when she was a young child with her mom Anne. We can go inside and we can sing, enjoy the beautiful acoustics, but over here at this place, again, I'm reminding you, we are remembering two things: the traditional site where Mother Mary was born and the site where Jesus made the miracle by the pool.
Okay. Ở bên đây đó là nhà thờ mà chúng ta đã tưởng nhớ là Đức Mẹ đã từng sinh ra ở chỗ này, và cũng nơi đây là phép lạ, một trong những phép lạ Chúa đã làm ở trong thành Jerusalem ở đây. We will walk that side. You see up there, there's an Arabic inscription. It's added by the Muslims when they turn it into a school, and it's still perfectly preserved. To this day, the fathers kept the inscription to show the history of the church. And go inside, have a seat, enjoy the beautiful singing, and maybe also we will sing as a group. là cái bồn rửa tội ngày xưa. Đối với giáo hội ngày xưa, khi và trước khi vô nhà thờ phải sạch tội và rửa tội, cho nên cái truyền thống là cái giếng rửa tội là ở ngoài, ở cuối nhà thờ. Khi mà có nhân rửa tội rồi mới đi vào, cho nên bây giờ trở lại cái truyền thống bây giờ đó là nhà thờ Saint Thomas More để đâu đó, nhà thờ luôn luôn là để là cái nơi cuối giải tội, kể để rửa tội xong rồi mình chính thức được là con cái Chúa, thì mình bắt đầu đi hướng tới là về đền thánh Jerusalem mới, cũng nghĩa là về tiến về bàn thánh Chúa. Đó là theo cái ý nghĩa của thần học là như vậy, hiểu chưa? Đó là tại sao cái giếng rửa tội luôn luôn nằm ở cuối. Và trước kia mình thay đổi là giếng rửa tội nằm bên phải, bên trái, và bây giờ người ta đổi về lại, trở về lại cái thần ngày xưa.
Thì tùy theo nhà thờ hay là
Tùy theo nhà thờ. Có những nhà thờ làm cái giếng rất là to, nhúng người vô luôn.
Đúng.
Nhiều người vô theo cái truyền thống ngày xưa là người ta rửa, cho nên phải có đàn ông đàn bà chia ra hai bên. Đó. Yeah.
Ok.
Thôi đi, cái giếng này không đáng để chụp đâu.
Go ahead. Ladies, yes. Please go.